Okay, this is going to be quite a fun video. This is my everyday carry as a student content creator in 2021, or at least the end of 2021. Let's get started. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. I'm not going to read off a script or anything. But basically what I'm going to be showing you guys today is tech I sort of bring around on an everyday basis as a student, or if I'm going to go out and do some content creation. And I'll also show you guys some of the accessories and miscellaneous items that I bring around. Let's get started with the tech. This here is the MacBook Pro 16-inch 2021 version. So if you guys didn't know, I recently got a new MacBook Pro 2021 because it's pretty much everything I could ask for in a laptop, besides the fact that you can't really game on this system. But from a content creator perspective, it's everything I could ask for. I've talked quite a lot about this laptop in two of my previous videos. There's the video I did before this where I unboxed the MacBook Pro, and another video way before where I paid a visit to the Apple Store at Marina Bay Sands. So if you want to know my thoughts about the MacBook Pro system, you can head over to those two videos, which I will link in the video description below and up top. Yeah, but basically this laptop, I love it. Secondly, we have this Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. It's an ergonomic mouse. I think it's the most popular office mouse out there, and there's a good reason for it. As you can see, it's shaped in a way that fits right into your hand as you go on and grip it. It's pretty much the natural shape your hand would be in as you go out and reach for the mouse. And that's why this is so comfortable. And there are some features on here that I really love. First up, we have the back and forth thumb buttons, which allows you to go back and forth in, you know, the File Explorer or Finder or on the internet. And this is something I'm used to on my gaming mouse as well, but there are even more features to this that makes it just that good. One of which is this infinity scrolling wheel, and it'll just go on and on until it loses energy. And this makes it so easy to navigate around pages, especially when I'm scrolling up and down, or if I'm editing videos and I need to go back and forth in the timeline. And not only that, there are a few buttons at the bottom which allow you to change modes, and I can essentially connect to up to 3 devices. So if I want to switch from my MacBook to my Razer, I can just switch it from 1 to 2. Next up, we have the Samsung T7 SSD. Come on, focus! And this is the SSD where I usually edit my videos on. But that's sort of about to change because I can simply edit them off my MacBook Pro from now on. We have the iPad Pro 2020. I believe it's the one before the M1 chip iPad Pros, which is quite a bummer, but doesn't really matter to me. So I mainly use this iPad Pro as a media device as well as to take notes when I need to write things down with my Apple Pencil. I will usually take notes on Notability when I need to take notes for school, for therapy, or just some of my own self-learning. Things like investing, finances, and whatnot. And as you can see, I have this D-brand skin on it, which is called Icons. And it's D-brand's collaboration with the tech YouTuber MKBHD, who's actually one of my favorite YouTubers. And like I said, I also use the iPad Pro as my media device. Sometimes when I'm casually watching Netflix, or watching YouTube, or using Spotify. So yes, iPad Pro, Apple Pencil 2, yeah. In terms of camera gear, I actually use this camera, the Canon EOS R6. And this is a mirrorless camera that Canon came out with, along with another model called the Canon R5. But yes, this is the camera that's been with me throughout my entire YouTube journey from the start until now. And it was quite a big ticket purchase for me back then. I remember telling myself that once I got this camera, I had to succeed in some way in this venture that I've started. It's kind of like a commitment to it, I would say. And lastly, in terms of camera gear, I also like to bring along this 35mm lens. And this is a lens that I've had for a very long time. Probably about 7 years ago, I would say. It's actually one of the first lenses I bought as a creative and photographer, and this baby has been through a lot of shoots with me. I'm just gonna show you a bunch of photos I took with this lens over here. This is truly one of my precious babies. To me, there's so much sentimental value that's tied to this lens. I've taken so many photos with it, and photos that I'm proud of as well. What else do I put in my bag? Well, I guess you could say I use this water bottle. It's a standard generic Nike bottle. My mom bought this for me a few years ago, and I've been using it ever since. If there's one thing I'll always bring out, it's a water bottle. I don't know why, but yeah, I just love water. And I get thirsty very easily. Water bottle, everyday carry. 100%. I also have this Gorillapod, the Joby 5K or 3K, I can't really remember. And this is the standard tripod that pretty much every content creator has. It's just really versatile. You can put this on pretty much any railing or platform, no matter how tilted the area is. But honestly, I actually don't really like using this. It's very fiddly and it's really annoying trying to get the camera to be straight sometimes as compared to just getting a normal tripod. Okay, so now that the big items are out of the way, I'll tell you guys more about some of the accessories I have. So for my wallet, I have this Bellroy wallet. I think this is made out of leather and I personally think it's really high quality. There's a card slot for me to put my cards over here, and if I want to put it back in, I'll just stuff it like this and push it back. So it's really easy for me to pull the cards out if I want to. There are also some card slots over here and a card slot in here as well. The wallet also has a coin pouch and it's kept intact by this magnetic flap, as you can hear. It's actually one feature that I would always look out for when I want to buy a wallet. Although I will say that this coin pouch is a little bit annoying because the coins in Singapore are magnetic, so they tend to stick to the magnetic flap, and this makes it really sticky, and I have to really dig them out to actually get them to come out. One big reason why I actually got this Bellroy wallet is because of its ability to stay pretty flat, even if you put a lot of things inside. I believe I bought this sometime this year because my previous wallet was around a few years old at that point and it was getting really crusty. So yes, Bellroy wallet. I have this G-Shock watch that I wear pretty regularly, and this watch has really been through a lot with me. I guess I'm someone that prioritizes the function of the watch over the form, and this watch is the beast. I think it's shock resistant, water resistant, it has a timer, it has a stopwatch, and it just serves its function really well. I think I had this watch since my army days, which was from like 2017 until now. Where's my ring? Where's the ring? There it is. And this here is the ring that I own. The emblem on it is the emblem of the Survey Corps. And this emblem actually comes from my favorite anime of all time, which is Shingeki no Kyojin, or as you might also call it, Attack on Titan. Shingeki no Kyojin is actually the first anime that actually got me into anime. This was back in 2014, and it's safe to say that, wow, Attack on Titan became a lot more than what I thought it would be. And I'm really excited for when the final season part 2 comes out. I actually already read the manga, so in the ending, Eren actually... I'm kidding, I won't spoil it for you guys. I'm not an asshole. As for the anime only watchers, you guys are in for a real treat. I'm so excited, but I'll be so sad when it finally comes to an end because this anime really means a lot to me. Next up, we have AirPods, and this is actually the first generation AirPods that I got along with my iPad Pro. I believe there was a student promotion back then, so if you bought an Apple device during that period, you would receive a free pair of AirPods. AirPods, you know, it just fits so well onto my ear, and I could shake a lot, it just doesn't come off. I actually am able to run with my AirPods because they don't come loose, and I feel really lucky that it fits my ear so well. Next up, we have this god damn it, it's focusing on my eye. Wristband that I got from Hawaii, and the way to pronounce this is Galela, I think, translates to Daryl, which is my real name. Yes, my name is not Dargo. I know some people legitimately think my name is Dargo. Dargo is just a shortened version of my real name, Daryl Go. Yes, the more you know. So I got this wristband all the way back in 2017 when I visited Hawaii to meet up with my cousins that are actually American. There's gonna put some photos here and there. You know, I think I looked pretty bad back then. Days were the those when I was still 20 years old. And now, I am 1 month away to my mid-20s. Oh, let's move on. Okay, so for those of you that actually watch me regularly, you guys will know that I got the iPhone 13 Pro. I have to admit something here. I am very extra. I actually use 2 phones right now. One of which is the iPhone 13 Pro and the other is the Samsung S21 Ultra. I mentioned this in my iPhone video, but the iPhone 13 Pro is essentially my everyday phone. The phone that I'll use for everyday usage, sending messages on Telegram, scrolling Instagram or TikTok, and listening to music, Spotify, etc. Common applications just function a lot better on the iPhone. However, I still use my Samsung S21 Ultra. This sort of acts as my work phone, I would say, because I'm able to get a ton of very high quality notifications. And I essentially use my Samsung phone when I need to download documents, download photos, write down signatures, notes, whatever. And it also acts as like my media phone. The screen is a bit longer, so it's better to watch videos on this rather than the iPhone. And yes, I know I'm very extra, but I'm sorry. I like both Android and iOS. Okay? These cases are from Rhino Shield. I'm not sponsored by them. I wouldn't mind being sponsored by y'all. And I already covered Rhino Shield on my iPhone videos, so do check that out if you haven't already. And of course, I also need to cover my new bag. This right here is the Peak Design Everyday Carry Backpack version 2, 20 liters. Yeah, this is actually a recent purchase of mine. It's basically a camera backpack. I didn't actually own a camera backpack before, so I actually carried my gear in this very flimsy bag which did not offer a lot of protection at all. It pretty much retains this shape no matter how many items you put inside. And it just provides this layer of protection that will make you feel confident that your camera will be safe, even if you kind of just drop it on the floor. And considering the gear that I've showed you, these things are actually going into my bag. Making sure that it's protected well is something that's really important to me. This is actually the bag that MKBHD uses. When I open the flap, it has these 3 levels where I can, where I can insert cameras in really easily. I can insert my lens here, I can insert my mouse here. If I want to take things out, I can simply swing to the side, open up this flap, and take it out really easily, like that. And there are really a lot of small features in this bag that makes it so ergonomic. I know I keep using that word, but it's just really good. On the back, there's a laptop compartment that is just big enough to fit my 16-inch MacBook Pro. So nice. And there's also a flap over here where I like to put my SSD and my wallet along with my laptop. You can check out Tamago's video on his everyday carry because I think he covers it a little bit more in depth than I did. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm someone that adopts more of the mantra of you buy it once and you buy it good. And I know a lot of the things that I showed you is quite a sizable financial outlay, but I'm pretty confident that these things will last me for a great 5 years or so. I believe that's it for my everyday carry for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would massively appreciate a sub to the channel because I'm trying to hit 10k subscribers by the end of 2021. So hit that sub button if you enjoyed the video, and I would be eternally grateful. If you enjoyed this video, you might like my tech setup video that I did long ago, which I'll link over here. And if you want to know what my desk setup is like in haul, you can click on the link over here. Yeah, that's it for the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.